Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Stacy with Crafty Dragon Creations, and I am here to do another design team project with my new kit this month. It is called Thistle Do. I kind of like play on words kind of stuff, so I will show you a little slideshow of the kit right here. This kit is available in my Etsy shop and my Ko-fi shop. However, if you're watching this video, you can get a code down below for my Etsy shop for 30% off this kit through June 30th. All right, so let's get started. I have my little basket of goodies here. I have these envelopes that were just like a plain gray, and I went ahead and took a bunch and stamped them. This was the first one I did, and I stamped the whole thing, and I thought, wait, I don't need to stamp the whole thing because I'm going to have something on here. So then I just started doing around the edges, and each one is stamped differently. So I have a bunch of those. So if you can't tell already, I'm going to be making an envelope journal. And I've started to kind of put together the journal. So I've taken 2 envelopes and just put them together like this and glued this together. I've left the pockets open. I'm going to be putting paper here, but I think there will still be room to put something in here. If not, we can just close it up. That's okay. But what I do want to do is, okay, so here are my pages, and I'll have them on here like this. Then on these flaps, what I'm going to do is take either like I'll print out the writing pages for the kit, or I'll take a piece like this and fold it and glue it on there. So this will be a page. Does that make sense? You'll see as we go further along here. So I've started this, and as I was doing it, I came across, not really an issue, but just something different that I wanted to show you. Also, okay, so I have those, and then I did the same with 2 more, and then I glued those together. So I have these 2 flaps here, and I left this open as a pocket. So you can leave that open. You can do the top You do the bottom if you want, or you can close it all, whatever floats your boat, but we are going to have an extra pocket there. Now this one, I folded, you can see the opening of the envelope, so I folded the flaps back this way, okay, and then I glued them together. So then this one, make sure I'm doing this right, when it's glued here, this pocket is going to be gone, which is fine. We're going to have plenty of pockets, and it'll probably, oh yeah, it'll probably be gone on this side too. So I don't know, I guess I was trying to think of a way to have the opening on the outside, because this might be kind of tight to get in, but it didn't work out that way, so that's okay. We will just have this one where the pockets are on the inside, and this is a flush page, and we'll just continue on. Or maybe, oh no, I did do it right. Did I? Oh my gosh, I'm confused now. Okay, so all right, we have this, we have our flap, we have this, we have a flap, we have this, and then, yeah, this one I will glue together like that, so we'll have another flap. So if you don't want this part to show, then fold your flaps outwards. If you want it as a pocket, as a possible pocket, fold them inwards. Makes sense to me now. Okay, so I'm going to, and I'm going to have, I think all of my connections, I'm going to have pockets. So I'm just going to glue along the outside here. I hope this is all made sense. I'll start a new one here in a minute, and then we can go from there. Come on. This glue in here is just that Aleene's tacky glue. Gives me a little bit of wiggle room when I put these together. It is very thick. Very thick. Whoops. Okay, so then I want to make sure I line these up here, because I can always cover the spine. But I want all of this up here to be flush. And we all know that mass-produced stuff like this is not always the same size, right? Okay. Excuse me. So then we have that one. So now I'm going to take another one here. And I want my openings to be facing up. Now, the flaps, these flaps are not, they don't line up real well. Okay, so this one I just mentioned, make sure the top is lined up, right? Well, these flaps don't line up very well. So when you go to do the flaps, I make sure they're laid down so that the spine part is equal. If these don't match, I don't care, because they're going to be covered up. Does that make sense? I don't know if you can kind of see how, well, here, I'll just, if I were to put it together up here, you can kind of see there's a little bit of an edge there. So I'm going to make sure these spine edges are equal, but the flaps are going to be off a little bit. But like I said, this is going to be covered up, so I don't care about that. So just keep these things in mind when you're doing something like this. Okay, so when we close it, this should be somewhat nice and flush together. And then these two, I want to line up this part. Again, we're going to make that a pocket. Make sure those line up nicely. Oops, I've lost my front. There we go. Okay. So you can see my spine is off, but I'm going to cover that. So I at least wanted this edge to be somewhat flush. Okay. So it's not perfect, but it will be okay, I think. Okay, and then I will do some more, but I wanted to go ahead and put in some pretty papers. And all this stamping I did with Villainous Potion, I believe. Yeah, Villainous Potion Distress Oxide. Okay, so so there is an opening here. Now I am not going to worry about cutting this. So I think what I'll do is I'll glue, you know, all around here, and I'll glue here and here so we can still have a pocket, but I don't want to cut all this off, especially on some of the other papers. So we're just going to leave that. I might, though, strengthen that, because if you're going to be wanting to put stuff in and out of there, that could probably tear. Okay, so I have a book around here somewhere that I use for strengthening stuff. Let me grab it. Hold on. All right. Well, this isn't the book I normally use, but it's what I'm going to use. So just really going to glue about half of this. Okay, and then I'm going to cut off here. There. Okay. So that is strengthened a little bit with some book page. And you won't really see it. So then I will glue, I'm going to put all the glue on the envelope so that I don't glue the wrong thing here. Okay. And I have it, here we go. So then I have a pocket here. So that is going to be cutting it pretty tight, but I mean, you can always, you know, open it up. Okay, so here, let's see. I'll take one of these pages from the kit. Let's do green. We'll do the green one. And we'll go ahead and cut off the white part. Okay, I want this to be as much of the full length of this as possible. So here I left a border, but this I want the full length. Okay, so take the pencil, cut it about there. Fold as far out as this way as I want it. And cut this. Cut it just a tad smaller. So then this is going to slip under here like so, and there. So then we'll have a page here. And for this I'll just use, what is this, glue stick? come back and get the edges later, but oops, I just want to get this on there. So then we have a page there. You can see my triangle there, but that's okay. Kind of makes it look like an envelope, right? Okay, then let's do this one here. Again, I'm going to strengthen this. Yep. Make sure I did the right side there. Trim this off. Trim this off. Trim this off. And let's find my purple spongy here. Where did it go? A little bit too much. Okay, so I've got that side strengthened a little bit. Too much glue up there. I'm gonna wait for that to dry before we really start closing this up. But as you can see, we got a little thing going here. So we have this pocket here, and then we have a page, and then we have a pocket here. And then as we turn the page, we'll have a pocket here. And I will probably, all of these, anything I put in here, I'll put a tab. So there'll be tabs sticking out there. So yeah, there's the start of my journal. Be careful, these are still sticky. I should have put some wax on there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this and get it all put together, and then we'll come back and see where we are. Maybe do something with the spine here. Yeah, and then we'll see where we are. Okay, I'll be back. All right, I am done making the journal, so I'll kind of go through it real quick with you. I put a front cover on and a back cover, and I started to put a pocket on here, and I thought, oh, I better stop. I was just testing this out, but we'll talk about that later. So anyway, so remember, this is where the two envelope flaps were glued together. I'm going to cover that up. So there's pockets, and there's this page, and a pocket that I just did a fun weird little thing there. Just to add some interest. Some of these papers are like from this little pack I got that has a bunch of papers in it, so I could do different front and back. Some of them I used paper from the kit. So each of these has a pocket, like so. Okay, so there's that. So now I'm going to put a cover on the spine here, and I think I'm going to use this fun stuff, which is what I used inside here somewhere. Here. So it's just the remnant of this. So I thought I could put it on like that. And this looks really blue in the camera, but I promise it's purple. So this is gonna be, I think, kind of tough to get this on here, but let's see. Let's see what we can do here. So I'm just using Fabri-Tac. Okay. Don't know that I'm going to glue here. Let's see what happens if we don't. A little bit of a gap, I think will be okay. All right, let that dry for a minute. All right, so I think this is dry enough. We'll find out. I may end up putting like a small piece of washi tape on the edge of this because I'm afraid, yeah, that will catch. Or I might put some, maybe some sari silk. Might be better. Don't know that I have any purple, but I wonder if we could do this green color. No, I don't like that. No, don't like it. Ah, here's purple. I don't know if I like that or not. Well, let me think on it. We'll see what happens at the end result. Okay, so now let's do some decorating. Alright, so I have that pocket there. And I want to cover this up. So, I had an idea. I'm going to take some more of this fun stuff. And I'm going to make a top thing and a bottom thing. Wonder if I should back that with some, maybe just some vellum, just to kind of, because I'm going to make kind of like a, you know, a tuck pocket thing. So let me get some vellum here. There we go. So you'll still kind of be able to see through there, but when we slide things in and out of there, it should be, you know, it won't catch because this is open stuff. So now to figure out how to glue this on there. Let's see here. Tell you what, I'm just going to kind of glue this whole thing on here. I'm sure I will use it. Okay. Now let me measure. I think I'm gonna make it about an inch. So let me cut this part first. So let's see. Make it about an inch. So this will be up here like that, and I'm going to make another one for down there. So let's do another inch. Wait, did I do 1.5 inches? I think I did. I did 1.25 inches. Alright, and then cut this. I tell you, the things we go through to get out of measuring, right? Okay. I do want to tack this down some more. So we're going to put one up here, one down here, and then we can slip a card in and out of there. I shouldn't have turned this over. Alright. There we go. So then if we have something, we can tuck it underneath both things right there. Let's see, I think I have, yeah, we got like a, this is kind of stiff, but there we go. So then we have a little postcard in there. I think I'm going to make something a little more, whoops, yep, a little more flexible to go in there. Okay. So we can cut this down and put that in there. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's a good example. There, voila. Okay. So we'll make something for that. Now I want to, oh yeah, I need to replace this. The flap in between here, the sticky part got moist and stuck to my paper, so I need to replace that page and this page. So don't let me forget to do that, Stacy. All right, I need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 7 cards, like journal cards, to go in there. So let's start making some of those. I have some 110-pound cardstock. Alright, this is a 3x5 card. 5 inches tall is perfect, but I want it to be probably about here. So get the big trimmer here. First of all, let's cut this. And then we want to make it 5. I think that'll be perfect, and then I'm going to put a tab on each one, I think. She says, let's see, so it's really to about the edge of there. Alright, so we can get about 3 cards per page. That's good. Let me cut up some more. Okay. I have 7 of these. And so now basically I just want to decorate them and put tabs on them. So probably speed up this part a little bit so you can at least kind of watch my my thought processes and see what I think about doing. Okay. Alright guys, here is the finished journal, and there's the spine and the back. You can see my little tabs hanging out here, and I just tied some seam binding around it just to keep it closed, but I mean it's not super chunky yet, so it'll stay closed. So let's go through. So each of these has a pocket. There's one area that doesn't, but so there's a little journal card in there. I have a pocket here. There's not a pocket back there. Here we have like a little pocket for this. There's a pocket back here, but I don't have anything in there. And then we have a journal card in here. And oh, I need to fix this. I forgot. Before I put this on the flap, it kind of got glued on there, so I do need to fix that page, but there is a little pocket back there with a page. Put that in there. We have a pocket here. I left that blank. There's no pocket back there. Here's another journal card. That in there. And there's this page and this page. I didn't put anything on there. Wasn't quite sure what to do with that yet, but I really just like the texture and the different material. Here's another journal card I just made with some washi tape. Get that in there. There we go. And we have another page. There's the pocket back here. Here we have one of the tags from the kit, and I just made it into a little flip out. We have that. There's a pocket here. There's another journal card I made. We have this page. Do I have something in here? I do. There's another little journal card. We have a tag here. Love that little puppy. And then we have like a side tuck here with a postcard. And that down there says Sound of Amusement. Here we just have a page. There is a pocket back there. Another journal card. I really kind of like this style of journal. It's fun. There's lots of hidden, elements. Another pocket back there. There's a blank page for writing, if you don't mind your writing being exposed. And there's a pocket there. There's another journal card. And I have so many of these envelopes, so I'll definitely be making something like this again. Another pocket, another writing page, another pocket, another journal card, put that in there. A pocket with a page. Here I made a little belly band for this envelope that has 2 journal cards. Came in the kit. And then here we have a pocket with the journal card, and then this is also like a little belly band, so this little piece comes out. I just had that in there to show that that was a belly band. And then we have another pocket there, and then the back. So there we go. What a cute little envelope journal. I really like how it came out. How it came out? I really like how it came out. And it was really easy to put together, and I mean, you could, with all these journal cards, you could do so much, you know, just different stuff and have fun with it. So there we go, guys. This is my Thistle Do journal for my design team project. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of choppy at one point. My camera died, so just kind of had to stop, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some inspiration, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.